Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please consider subscribing at the end. This is an instructional guide. It aims to help individuals improve their English language fluency by providing a list of 198 elementary level words that start with the letter B. This is part 7 of 8, covering numbers 151 to 175. Some other words you should understand: noun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, determiners, prepositional phrase, conjunction, pronoun, phrasal verb.
(151). Break up is a phrasal verb that means to end a relationship or to separate into smaller pieces. Example: Sarah and John decided to break up after a year of dating. 152. Breath is a noun that refers to the air that goes in and out of your lungs. Example: take a deep breath before jumping into the pool. 153. Breathe is a verb that means to inhale and exhale air. Example: it's important to breathe deeply during yoga exercises. 154. Breeze is a noun that refers to a gentle wind. Example: the cool breeze on the beach made it comfortable to sit outside. 155. Bride is a noun that refers to a woman who is getting married or has just gotten married. Example: the bride looks stunning in her white wedding gown. 156. Bridge is a noun that means a structure built over a river, road, or other obstacle to allow people or vehicles to cross from one side to the other. Example: the Golden Gate Bridge is an iconic landmark in San Francisco. 157. Brief is an adjective that means lasting only for a short time or giving only the most important information about something. Example: the boss gave us a brief explanation of the new project. 158. Bright is an adjective that means giving out or reflecting a lot of light, shining, or having strong colors. Example: the sun was so bright that I had to wear sunglasses. 159. Brilliant is an adjective that means very bright, sparkling, or impressive, or showing great intelligence or talent. Example: the fireworks display was brilliant and colorful. 160. Bring is a verb that means to take something or someone with you when you go somewhere. Example: can you bring me some water when you come back? 161. Bring up is a phrasal verb that means to raise a topic for discussion or mention something from the past. Example: he always brings up his ex-girlfriend in our conversations. 162. Broad is an adjective that means wide or having a large distance between two sides. Example: the road was broad enough to accommodate several lanes of traffic. 163. Broccoli is a noun that refers to a green vegetable with small, tree-like branches that are eaten as a part of a meal. Example: I like to steam broccoli and eat it with some butter and salt. 164. Brochure is a noun that means a small booklet or pamphlet containing pictures and information about a product or service. Example: the travel agency gave us a brochure with details about their vacation packages. 165. Broken is an adjective that means damaged, not working properly, or separated into pieces. Example: the vase fell off the table and broke into many pieces. 166. Brother is a noun that refers to a male sibling, someone who shares the same parents or one parent with another person. For example, my brother and I are going to the park. 167. Brown is an adjective that describes something having a color similar to that of wood or soil. It can also be a noun referring to a color between red and yellow. For instance, the dog has brown fur, or I like the brown color of my shoes. 168. Brush is a noun that refers to an object with bristles, used for cleaning or painting. It can also be a verb meaning to clean or paint something using a brush. For example, I need to brush my hair before going out, or she brushed the wall with blue paint. 169. Bucket is a noun that refers to an open container with a handle used for carrying liquids or other materials. For instance, I filled the bucket with water from the well. 170. Bug is a noun that refers to an insect or any small creature that crawls or flies. For example, there's a bug on the window, or I don't like bugs in my room. 171. Build is a verb that means to construct something by putting parts together systematically. For instance, they are going to build a new house in the neighborhood. 172. Building is a noun that refers to a structure with walls and a roof used for human activities such as living, working, or storing things. For example, the Empire State Building is one of the tallest buildings in New York City. 173. Bulb is a noun that refers to an underground plant part consisting of layers of fleshy scales used for storing food and from which the plant grows. It can also refer to an electric light source with a glass bulb containing gas or vacuum. For instance, I planted some tulip bulbs in my garden, or the light bulb needs to be replaced. 174. Bull is a noun that refers to a male cow, having long horns used for breeding or meat production. It can also refer to a person who behaves aggressively or stubbornly. For example, the bull was grazing in the field, or he's acting like a bull, refusing to listen to anyone. 175. Bunch is a noun that refers to a group of things of the same kind held or tied together. For instance, she bought a bunch of flowers for her mother's birthday.
'Break up. After months of trying to make things work, Sarah and John decided to break up. The loud noise was enough to break up the fight between the two boys. Breath. Running a marathon can leave you gasping for breath. The fresh air filled her lungs with each deep breath she took. Breathe. It's important to take a moment to breathe and relax during times of stress. The doctor instructed the patient to breathe deeply in order to calm down. Breeze. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves on the trees. The hot summer day was made more bearable by the cool breeze blowing off the ocean. Bride. The bride looked stunning in her white wedding dress. The groom was nervous as he waited for his bride to walk down the aisle. Bridge. The bridge over the river was closed for repairs. Sarah was scared of heights, so crossing the bridge was a challenge for her. Brief. The meeting was brief, lasting only -5 minutes. He gave a brief overview of his project before diving into the details. Bright. The sun was shining bright in the sky. She wore a bright yellow dress that stood out in the crowd. Brilliant. The scientist's discovery was brilliant and groundbreaking. Her essay received a brilliant grade from her professor. Bring. Can you please bring me a glass of water? She always brings her dog with her when she goes on hikes. Bring up. It's important to bring up any concerns you have during your performance review. He didn't like to bring up his past mistakes in conversation. Broad. The company has a broad range of products available for purchase. She has a broad knowledge of various subjects. Broccoli. Broccoli is a nutritious vegetable that is high in vitamins and minerals. She added some chopped broccoli to her stir-fry for extra nutrition. Brochure. The travel agency handed out brochures to potential customers. The brochure provided detailed information about the new product line. Broken. The vase fell off the shelf and shattered into a million pieces. Her heart was broken when she found out her best friend was moving away. Brother. Sarah's brother is 2 years younger than her. Her brother always makes her laugh when she's feeling down. Brown. The brown dog ran across the field to chase after the ball. She painted her bedroom walls a warm shade of brown. Brush. She brushed her hair before going to bed. He used a brush to paint the fence in his backyard. Bucket. She filled up the bucket with water from the well. The children used buckets and shovels to build sandcastles on the beach. Bug. There was a bug crawling on the windowsill. She screamed when she saw a bug flying towards her. Build. The construction workers were building a new office building downtown. He spent months building his own computer from scratch. Building. The Empire State Building is one of the most iconic buildings in New York City. The building was evacuated due to a fire alarm going off. Bulb. She planted flower bulbs in her garden in the fall so they would bloom in the spring. He replaced the light bulb in his lamp that had burned out. Bull. The rodeo featured bull riding as one of its main events. He invested in a stock that he thought was going to be a bull market. Bunch. She picked a bunch of flowers from her garden to give to her friend. The bananas were sold in a bunch at the grocery store.
Hope you were able to learn something new. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson.